folks, welcome back to Avengers Autos, where we skip the glossy marketing BS and tell you straight up what it's really like to live with these machines. Picture this, you're late for a meeting, squeezing into a tight downtown spot, and instead of doing that awkward three-point turn that makes everyone honk, your car just slides sideways like a crab on roller skates, parks itself perfectly, and you step out looking like a boss. Sounds ridiculous? That's the 2027 BYD Denza Z9 GT for you. A luxury electric grand tour from BYD's premium Denza brand that's packing over 950 horsepower, crazy fast charging, and enough tech to make your old Tesla feel basic. But does it actually deliver on the daily drive? Or is it just another overhyped EV that falls apart when the novelty wears off? Stick with me for the next few minutes, because we're breaking it all down from a real user's perspective. No fake hype, just honest takes, from someone who values reliability over Instagram likes. If you're shopping for something that blends performance, space, and smarts without emptying your bank account completely, this might be the one that flips the script on Porsche and Mercedes. Let's start with the design, because first impressions matter when you're dropping serious cash. The Z9 GT is a 5-door shooting brake. Think sleek sedan up front, blended with a wagon rear for that practical grand tourer vibe. It's low and wide, about 17 feet long, with a long wheelbase that gives it presence without feeling like a boat. The lines flow like silk thanks to the ex-Audi designer Wolfgang Egger, with split headlights, a swooping roofline, and this cool Chinese knot motif on the grille and badging. That adds a unique flair without screaming for attention. It's aerodynamic and purposeful, not over the top like some concept cars. Compared to a Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo, it looks just as premium from 20 feet away. But the rear hatch gives it more real-world utility. No fake vents or silly spoilers here. Everything serves a purpose, and it turns heads without trying too hard. If you're the type who wants sporty looks, but hates sacrificing cargo space for groceries or weekend gear, this body style nails its slide inside. And the interior feels genuinely upscale from a driver's seat. Napa leather wraps everything soft and supple, with ambient lighting in 128 colors that you can actually customize without fumbling through menus. The front seats are ventilated and massaging, with leg rests that make long hauls feel like business class. There's even a mini fridge under the armrest, and another bigger one between the rear seats. Perfect for keeping drinks cold on a road trip, without stopping at every gas station. Rear passengers get decent legroom and their own climate controls, though it's not quite limo level, like a Mercedes S-Class. Build quality is solid, no rattles or cheap plastics. And the materials beat what you'd expect at this tech level. But here's the practical bit. It's comfortable for 4 adults on a 4-hour drive. Just don't expect it to swallow 5+ luggage like a full SUV. I sat in the back during a simulated commute, and yeah, it's plush, but taller folks might want to test the headroom first. Tech-wise, this thing is loaded without feeling gimmicky. You've got a massive 17.3-inch central touchscreen that's responsive and easy to navigate, flanked by digital gauges and a passenger display. The real star is the 50-inch augmented reality head-up display that projects navigation speed and even AR overlays right in your line of sight. No more glancing down at the dash. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto work flawlessly, and the whole system feels quicker than most German rivals have tested. But user tip, the menus are deep. So give yourself a weekend to learn it before daily driving, or you'll be poking around while stuck in traffic. Now the AI part, Denza calls it a smart cockpit, with the BYD 9000 chip powering voice commands and predictive features. It learns your habits, like adjusting the climate before you even say anything, or suggesting routes based on your calendar. The voice assistant actually understands natural language, better than Siri in my experience, handling stuff like find the nearest charger with free parking, without repeating yourself. Paired with LiDAR and cameras, the Audi's L2 Plus level it handles, highway cruising lane changes, and even emergency stops smoothly. Is it full self-driving? No. And honestly, that's a good thing for now, because the system stays out of your way unless you ask. Compared to Tesla's full self-driving, it's less aggressive and more refined for relaxed drives, but it still requires your hands on the wheel. Performance concept is where it gets wild. On paper, the tri-motor, all-wheel drive setup pumps out around 952 to 1,140 horsepower, depending on the variant, with 1,200 plus Nm of torque. 0 to 60 hits in about 2.7 to 3.4 seconds, and top speed is capped around 149 miles per hour. It's built on BYD Z9 platform, With a 100 to 122 kilowatt hours blade battery 2.0, that LFP chemistry is super safe, doesn't overheat, and promises real-world range closer to 350 to 400 miles. WLTP once tuned for U.S. roads. The big sell is the flash, charging 10 to 97% in 9 minutes on their ultra-fast chargers, or adding hundreds of miles in 5. In practice, that means fewer long stops on cross-country trips. Versus a Porsche Taycan, you get similar punch but with way more battery efficiency claims. Though real-world testing will tell if the hype holds up in cold weather or with a full load. Driving feel is where it shines for everyday use, but might not thrill track day purists. Mash the pedal and it launches like a rocket. Instant torque pins you back with zero drama and it feels planted at highway speeds. The air suspension soaks up bumps better than expected, making it a true GT for long hauls rather than a stiff sports car. Steering is light and a bit soft in the default China tune, but Denza says Euro and US versions will sharpen it up. The fun part, that four-wheel steering lets it crab walk at low speeds for parking, or even do a tank turn in place. Hilarious in an empty lot, but useful for tight garages on twisty roads. It leans a little more than a BMW M5, but the power delivery is so smooth it never feels intimidating. Real talk, if your commute is 80% highway and city, this is comfy and effortless. If you want razor-sharp handling, a Porsche might edge it out until they dial in the suspension. Safety is covered with the usual suite plus some extras. The blade battery is puncture-resistant and fireproof. Multiple airbags, 360 cameras, and that advanced dash with automatic emergency braking and blind spot monitoring that actually works without false alarms. It even has features like tire burst control, using the rear steering to keep you stable. Euro NCAP ratings aren't out yet, but the structure and tech suggest 5 stars. Easy compared to rivals, it's on par or better in active safety. Without the subscription nonsense some brands push, practicality is a strong suit here. That shooting brake design means a usable trunk that swallows golf bags or weekend luggage without folding seats plus a front for cables. It's family-friendly for 4 with easy child seat anchors and quiet. Cabin that kills road noise. Range anxiety minimal with the fast charging. Daily user note it's heavy at around 6,000 pounds. So it doesn't feel nimble in parking lots until you use the crab mode. But the turning circle shrinks dramatically. Market positioning is the wild card. In China, it starts around 40 grand, undercutting everything, but expect US pricing in the 80 to 120,000 range, depending on tariffs and options. When it lands, still a value play against a 150K plus Porsche or Mercedes EV. Denza is positioning as the Lexus to BYD's Toyota, premium without the old money badge tax. Brand perception might hold it back for some buyers who want that German prestige, but if specs and features win you over, this could be the disruptor. Final verdict, the 2027 Denza Z9 GT is seriously impressive tech, wrapped in a practical, luxurious package that delivers real user value. Blistering performance, space and charging speed that make long trips painless. It's not perfect, the dynamics need that Euro polish, and service network outside big cities could be spotty at first. But for the money, it's a no-brainer if you prioritize innovation over tradition. Expected US launch around mid-2027, with prices starting near $80,000 for the BCV. If you're cross-shopping luxury EVs, test drive one, it might surprise you. What do you think, Avengers? Would you pick this over a Porsche or stick with the safe German choice? Drop your honest takes in the comments below. Favorite feature, biggest deal breaker, or if you'd actually crab walk it to work. Hit that like button if this review helped. Subscribe for more real-world EV breakdowns, and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. Drive safe out there and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.